Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome to Surviving Mars. Now, the first thing I want to do here is to thank Paradox and Herimont Games. I've probably said that completely wrong, the spelling of it is in my description, for this early access copy of the game, so that I can get to show you guys this, and I do hope you enjoy it. Obviously, thing to remember, this is an early access, so obviously it may well change between now and not long when it comes out now. I think it's the 15th it's coming out on, so obviously there's not long there, guys, but, you know, anything which happens in this could change because it is still early access, so it will still be being changed. Anyway, let's jump straight into this. So I've gone on to new game. Now, you can jump into straight into a new game, sorry, quick game, but I thought I'd do this. So, to go for all the bits. Now, you've got various mission sponsors, guys, and all of these give you various different bits and pieces. So, you know, some of them are harder, some of them are easier. You start with the International Mars mission as the default one. This is very easy. We're probably going to start on this, guys, because it's my first ever game at this. I've watched some of the stuff playing it, but, you know, this is a survival type strategy game, so we'll see how this goes. Obviously, there's some other easy ones. We start a lot of money with the International Mars mission. You know, USA slightly harder. You also get various bits and pieces on this, like, oh, I've just clicked back by mistake. Sorry about that. So, yeah. So, with these guys, you know, obviously you get a lot of funding, starting applicants, good research there, and you get a lot of starting rockets, which is very beneficial for us. Company profile, commander profile. So who is my commander? Who do I want him to be? Now they're starting with him being a rocket scientist, where you get the jet propulsion, unlock shuttle hub, and long range transportation. That's who he starts with as default. What are other options? Ecologist, futurist. So these are all going to give us various buffs. I'm not going to go through every single one at the moment, guys. If you do want to skip all this, there will be a link straight into it at the start. We're going to stick with the standard thing for rocket scientists to start with. Let's have a look through all of these logos and see which one we want to go with. Mars Express, Voyager, the Final Count. I like that one. Or Serenity, that's quite cool. I am going to go for the Final Countdown one. And we're going to leave the mystery on random, because I don't want to see about that. I've seen a little bit about it, but I don't want to... Well, I've not seen much about it, so I can't really spoil it. And we're going to jump straight in. Now, this is straight out. This is what they have on my rocket name, and what is packed on my rocket to start with. You can change this. This is a default loadout, guys. This costs money, which takes some of my funding. And it's various bits and pieces which I will use when I'm there, as well as some prefab buildings I can build as soon as I get there. Now, I'm not going to touch this because, again, it's my first game, so I'm going to stick with the defaults here. Ooh. Now, this is quite a cool thing. We do get to choose our landing site here, guys, and you can literally select anywhere on the planet. Now, as you've probably seen go through all these things, there's a difficulty bonus we get from each bit. And basically, the lower this is, obviously, the easier it's going to be. They do have some pre-done starting areas, which, you know, give you various things. I do believe that the easiest one is over here in the Marineris Alpha, in the Marineris Canyon. Now, I'm not going to go directly on there, because everybody's gone directly on there. It does make it a little harder going off it. Oh, unless I go right there, then it's 35%. Now, it does give you very useful things here as well, guys. It tells you all about what's going on. So, the threats here, and what sort of resources are available. Now, this one's 75%. I think 30%'s a little bit too easy. Let's have a wander up here. Gets harder the further I go up here. I've got another 75%. We're relatively flat. We've got good materials, and we've got lack of things there. Could go straight for that one. 45% right there. It's a bit too easy. You do want concrete, though I lack concrete up here quite a bit. We're going to go for this one. So straight off, slightly off the normal one, and we're going to jump straight in here, guys. So as I will state, guys, I'm jumping straight in here, so please do bear with me. I will probably make a few mistakes. Anyway, so obviously, welcome to Mars. Everyone at Mission Control is impatient to see the rocket touching down and unloading its precious cargo. Our remotely controlled eyes and hands on the red planet. For drones and rovers, our goal is to secure a foothold for humanity by building the first Martian dome. This daunting endeavour will allow the brave pioneers, the founders, to settle on Mars and prove the colony is sustainable. But until then, we have to make sure the colony has enough construction resources, water, oxygen, and power. And who we are in our thing. So basically, the first thing we do here, guys, is we are going to land on the planet with our rovers and things, and we land. So we do get some orbital probes, so we can scan a bit. We have one pre-scanned area. Now, this is generally meant to be the best area. We do have pop-ups. I will read some of them. So I'm going to scan around here to start with. So we've got concrete and one of these, which is a science-y type thing for us to explore. So these guys, I can use the orbital probes to scan and clear areas for me. So let's clear here. Oh, that one's not. That one's rubbish.
Anomaly found.
Ooh. So actually, oh, and you can just zoom in and out like you'd expect on most games. So this is good, but I don't have this average, very low, high, low water. We've got anomalies. These are what these are. We've got water, we've got concrete. What we lack is metal. Now, I believe these are chunks of metal on the surface here I can pick up. So that's some of these are, sorry. And these ones. It's not the end of the world, but I would have preferred to have some more metal close to us. I can scan. So these we're setting to scan, guys, as time goes on. So we will start exploring more areas. We're going to actually build up here then, because we've got a high, a low, a very low, admittedly. But this one is a high percentage. So that's a good one. So we're going to actually start up here somewhere. So let's drop our rocket down now. I want to get a few things in this. I don't need both of those. I'm actually going to push it up here a little bit. And we are going to drop our first rocket down here. And here she comes and she touches down. And once she does, we're going to be able to get out our drones and start building bits and pieces, guys. Now, I will try and talk through what I'm doing as we do it, guys. Do tell me off if I don't. I do have a habit on new games, certainly, of just going, oh my god, and rushing through it. Now, first things first, before I do anything here, just telling me how to move around there, is I'm going to jump in. I'm going to go for my warnings. So, I've got no active research at the moment. So, first things first, I want to start research. So, we've got magnetic filtering, which increases our oxygen production. That sounds very useful, so I'm definitely doing that one to start with. Decommissioning programs allows clearing of salvaged and destroyed buildings. Drone swarm drone hubs are constructed with 2 additional drones. The maximum drones is increased to 80. Subsurface heating gets as a subsurface heater, which could be useful because you do get cold waves and things which cause a lot of problems when things get really cold. And the Earth-Mars initiative increases the research from our sponsor. So I want to do that and that. Now, we can queue up research. It's also very important to have research queued, which we will go into later, because there are various ways you can get extra research by researching anomalies, for example. And when you do that, it will, if it goes through one and you don't have anything else queued, you will run out of things. So actually, I'm going to queue up everything for the moment, but we might well change them later on. You can also do outsourcing, so you can spend some money to gain some extra research, but I don't feel we need to do that just now. Now, we've got all our new ships here, sorry, our new rovers here, and our drones are coming out. Now the first thing I'm going to do is use my explorer to go and deal with this. Just right click on this, and he's gonna go and research that anomaly. Now, first things first, let's pause the game. Space is pause, guys. Now, as per most games, B is build. We've got various things down here, buttons down here. Now, first things first, we want to build some infrastructure. So, what's the first thing I'm going to need here? I'm going to want to get... Actually, no, I don't want infrastructure. Production. I want a concrete extractor. You can rotate by clicking your middle mouse button, by the way, guys. Now, I can't cover this whole thing with it. I can cover most of it with it, but we'll probably need 2 long run. So, let's have a think about where I'm going to place things to start with. We'll probably decide where I'm going to place my thing. If I get metal up there, I'm probably going to place my dome up there. But, so we're going to place you on here to start with. As I said, we might need to build another one. Now, if I unpause, my drones are going to go, they're going to grab the material out of the ship, and they're going to go and start building this with it. What does this need to build? This needs metals and machine parts. Now, they're going to go over to these to get the metals out, because these are chunks of metal on the surface, guys, which are a very useful thing for us early on. And actually, something else I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to get us a platform. So we're going to pop a metal storage down. We're actually going to pop it down here. Now, I'm going to select this guy, who's my RC transport, and we are going to pick this up. And then once he's picked that up, we're going to deposit it all there. He will just go up to these lumps of metal, and he will load himself up fully and then deposit them in places. And you see these guys are going up here. Now, the other thing we need to build with this, in fact, I'm going to speed up the time a little bit while we're doing this. Oop, let's go back in. So, and you can watch these guys here. They kind of... Oh, I missed it. I'll show you in a little bit anyway. Right, he's picking that up. He's kind of embedded himself in that one. And once all the materials are here, they will get this built. They should do that shortly. I'm also going to get another storage bay. Well, I keep hitting that one by accident. That's the one I'm after. I'm also going to build a concrete one just above this. So they'll store the concrete from here as well. There is a universal one which stores everything as well. He's taking a while to get that on. Anyway, we'll leave him doing that for the moment. We're also going to need power, guys. So, let's just have a look what I've got power-wise. Now, does this actually produce power? No, I don't think it does. I could be wrong there. Now, we have 2 of these Stirling generators. So I'm going to pop them down to start with. They provide us a nice big amount of power. Now, ideally I don't want everything too close to my rocket, so we're actually going to pop these guys above, and most of my colony is going to actually be built above. I'm hoping to find some metal up here, because if things are too close to your rocket, when it takes off, it will put dust onto them, and that actually means they need to be maintained more often. So we're going to pop both my Stirling generators down, actually, straight off here, right next to each other. And what we also need to do here is here we need to go to our infrastructure, and where... Oh no, sorry, it is still on power, so and have our cables. So what we need to do is we need to attach these to this. And you can see this is being built now. Now, you just have to go next to them, but if you're not sure if you're next to them, you can build from right inside them. So, you know, there, I'm just going to go down in a diagonal line there, and then we're going to drop this one straight in. Now, again, my guys are going to go and build this. Now, what does that actually use? That's using metal for each of these, and they'll automatically place these, because these are prefabs. So they're already built, and that will get this concrete generator working. Okay, so first of all, let's pause. So we've just had our anomaly has been scanned. Oh, we've also got a building which isn't working. That's because it's not got power. If I click on that, it will take me to that, and so we've not got power there. So as soon as that's got power, it will go.
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Okay, so even the tiniest rock can contain the answers to mysteries which perplexed the human mind for generations. Sometimes it takes just a simple discovery to assure us of the vastness of the universe and the encouragement to make us look beyond the boundaries of our existence into a future. So effects, we've had extra technologies revealed on the screen, which is good. Let's have a look at these. So transport optimizations and low G drive. Oh, that's good. So actually, I'm going to rejig this. I want low G drive faster. Right, and a milestone achieved for completing that, for scanning that. Now, we're going to get him straight off going down to the next one. What's this over here? This is a drone who has somehow gone outside of our range. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave that for the moment. He's, I'd built something over there, which is why one of my drones was so it was telling me I'd built a building outside the range. So we just need this to be built. So we're going to pop this up onto fastest for the time being while we're building that. And actually, I don't want to be throwing too much out instantly because obviously my drone is going to suffer there. Now, this is an RC rover. This guy operates as a mobile base for my drone. So he basically extends my drone range if I want him to. Now, my ship... Right, I'm just going to pause this again a second. So my ship provides a range. This little blue line around it is the range for the drones can operate in here. And this guy provides an extension of it. So if we move him up here, for example, they'll do that. We can also pop down drone hubs, which I will be doing later on. Which also, where are they? Yeah, these things here, which will also do the same thing. They provide another hub themselves, but I don't need that just now. So we've got a concrete generator up. He's going to be building concrete, and this will get plonked here. He'll also start dumping a rock around the back of him. We'll sort that out later. I don't need to be doing too much to do with that at the moment. Oh, he's just taken some drones up there. Did he have his own drones on there as well? Okay, anyway. So what do we want next, guys? Next thing I want is I actually want to get myself some water, which is in life support. Now, we're going to pop a water extractor down on this. Again, because of the way we're doing it, we're going to turn this guy around. Now, you see this kind of darker line, the fixed blue line around it. That's where I want to be covering the water. Now, I can theoretically have multiple water extractors covering this, guys. But for the moment, we're only going to do one. I also don't want to get him too close to this, because I don't want to be covering any of the concrete here. So we're going to put him right out on this edge. You can see if I put it over here where it's red, it just won't let me do it. We'll probably put another one down here later on, but I can do that later on. So I think there's probably about the best, because we're right out of the... there, because we're right out, we have to move a rock, we're right out of the concrete there, and we do have room to put others in later on. Now, again, we're going to need to attach this to power. Now, some people are they want to be very careful with how they place the power. I'm not quite as fussed. We're going to go around the edge of here, then over to our... In fact, we're just going to go in a direct diagonal line up to here. And do it like that. And the other thing we have here is we have this produces water, so we're going to need to put a water pipe on this now. Infrastructure. Which one is my water pipe in? Am I being blind here, guys? Where is this water pipe? Ah, pipe valve. In the one I built it on, obviously. Okay, it looks like I need to actually build this first before placing that pipe down. And we're going to get that up here. We're going to kind of have our infrastructure section kind of around here. So we'll have a few other buildings like some water storage and things around here as well. Well away from everything else. And at the moment, we're just trying to get ourselves set up for our first dome, guys, while all of this gets built. Oh, you can come and unload on here. Nope, I just loaded him. How do I unload you? Ah, unload helps if I select the correct button. So you can just go and unload your resources. And that's all of those ones picked up. You can go and grab this one. I'm just going to get him going around picking up various chunks of metal for us for the time being. Just to keep us going, basically. Okay, this is going, but it doesn't... Now it's warning me it doesn't have a pipe attachment. So... Oh, I clicked a pipe valve before. So we're going to pop this. This is designed to be able to be built directly over my cables. So we're going to do that up there. Now... Oop. Right, that will do for you. And I'm also going to want to build a water tower off this. That'll fit there nicely. So that'll store our water in. Now, what else do we want to build along here? There's going to be a few things. I'm actually going to extend this a little bit too, just to keep things away from everything. So we're going to extend this pipe along a little bit up here. And we're going to do the same with my power lines. I'm going to extend you up there a little bit as well. Now, there's a few extra bits and pieces I want to build here, just to keep us going. So, obviously, we've got our water. Now, Moxie produces oxygen. So, this is our oxygen producer, guys. Again, this needs water and power. So, we're going to pop this one. Needs to be on the pipes. So, I'm going to pop this one there, so it's got a nice attachment to the pipes. And I'm going to also build an oxygen tank. Now, this outside is going to be my power building, so we're going to pop you... I assume I can't build... Can I build it there? Yeah, right next to my Moxie there. So that'll build. That'll get us oxygen, water, and... yeah, oxygen and water being produced there. Now let's just have a quick look what else we've got. Hydroponic farms can't need to be built inside. We might get a few extra bits up as well. I'm not going to bother with other power yet, though I probably will before we go. No, what I do want to do, however, is build a couple of batteries. And I'm going to put these, unlike a lot of people, put them right next to these. I'm thinking where's best to place this. So I don't want to place it too close down. I'm going to place this down here. No, I'm going to leave that for the moment. When I build my dome, I'm going to build a couple of batteries right next to it. Now, the reason for that is for some reason there's a failure here. I want to be able to move on. Right, we've got another concrete, another anomaly, but annoyingly we haven't found any metal there. And that could cause us a problem later on, guys, because we do need metal. In fact, I'm going to stop scanning you. We're going to go back to you afterwards. Because I need that metal, actually. So, got more water, which is good. That's another low one and another low grade one. And I think that means that there's just not much there. Now, our guys will come and build these, but they need the metal to do it. Now, I possibly shouldn't have put my supplies right down there. So I'm actually going to fix that now. Now, storages don't cost anything. So if I pop a storage up here, this isn't going to cost me a thing to have a storage up here. So we're going to pop a metal storage up there, and I'm going to pop a concrete depot up here as well. Now, let's get my transport now. Let's set up a transport route. So we're going to pick up here, and we're going to drop off here. Okay, now he's going to start moving the metal from here up to here as quickly as he can. Can I just get rid of that one? Okay, once we've done that, we'll get rid of them. Right now we're doing well. Right, let's actually have a look. Oh, which one is it? This is something we've missed. You toggle it with O, and I hadn't had up. This is my sort of overview of how we're doing. So we've got 8 power, surplus power, 2 oxygen, and 4 water. Now, one nice thing about these is, if I want to, I can open my Stirling generators, and it produces extra power, which is very good. But I'm a little low on power. I want to keep these closed at the moment because I don't want to be wasting maintenance on them, because everything you have has maintenance, and this uses polymers to maintain it. So to start with, right, anyway, first things first, I am going to get rid of this. So we're going to salvage this. And then we're also going to get you doing a new route, and you're going to move all of this up to here. Alright, soon, we're actually going to be able to start on our dome soon, I think. Now, let's have a think. Is there anything else I need before we build a dome? We've got oxygen. I do want to get a few more power things out. So I'm going to pop a solar panel. Now, this is obviously only going to provide power in the day. And I'm going to pop down a wind turbine as well. Now, these are going next to my power line as well. So the wind turbine will be providing power throughout the day, a lot more. And actually, the other thing I'm going to pop down soon is I'm going to pop down a...
Research complete.
Oh, we've got a research complete. So that was our... increasing our oxygen production there. So we're now on the faster drones, which will be very nice as well for us. Right, and I'm also going to pop a couple of batteries here. Well, one battery to start with. Now, the battery basically means if I do run out of any power for any reason, it will jump onto the battery as a backup, and the battery will help to provide it. Now, you can see the hints are already suggesting I build a dome, so I'm now going to also drop down my drone hub, which has a huge range. Where am I going to? I'm going to want my first dome kind of around here. So I want this drone hub to cover all of my new stuff as well as my old stuff. So we're going to pop him here, and I need to connect him up to the power. So we're going to do this up a little bit. And then directly across to him. Ah! Now! I have a problem. I've built things outside of the range. So we need to move him up a little bit. And now the drones can actually get here as well. And once this is up, obviously we'll have a much bigger range as well. At some point, I'm going to want to send this rocket back as well, guys. And in fact, what does this have? This does still have some advanced resources on it. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop down a universal storage depot here as well, which can take everything. And we'll start doing things. Why are you not doing this? Right, load a resource, concrete. Ah, I forgot to tell him to load the resource. And then you can unload there. And then we're going to try get this being emptied. I don't know if my drones will do it automatically, actually. Yes. I think my drones are doing this automatically. So once we've dealt with here, we can then Yeah, a cargo rocket can deliver spare parts, so once we've done all that, we can get another cargo rocket here. But I think I'm good at the moment. Let's have a look at my overview again. So we've got plenty of power, oxygen, and we don't have a water surplus. Why do I not have a water surplus? I'm going to get a second water generator up there. I was expecting... water pump there. I was expecting to have a surplus at this point. And you do need water before you have colonists, because for some strange reason, apparently people want water. This is in life support. So again, all I need is for this to cover this, so I can place this one nicely here. And that gives us a second water generator there. How's our water tank? Our water tank is full. That could be why it's saying we're not producing, because we don't actually have anywhere to put the water. I'm also going to pop a second water tank down. I'm probably being a little over the top, guys, but I don't want my people to die. I'm going to pop another Moxie generator. And then another oxygen. How full is my oxygen? It's not full, but I'm also going to pop down another oxygen tank. Now, I'll probably put some redundancy tanks the other side of my thing, and batteries as well, just in case things go wrong. Okay, you've moved all of that, so let's pause and let's get rid of you. And yeah, we're emptying my rocket now, so what's left in my rocket? I don't think... Let's have a look. Well, shuttle hub. Houses and refills shuttles that facilitate long-range transportation between depots and resettling colonists between domes. That'll be useful for when we expand lots. And, oh, that's good. So, tunnel entrance connects entrance and exit can connect power and life support grids to different locations and different elevations. Rovers can traverse through tunnels to places they otherwise couldn't. So that's quite cool. So that's a way of connecting places. So yeah, let's get my dome up. My dome up. I don't see a problem with that being quite close to the drone hub, actually. Because the drone hub's not doing anything. Let's just have a look. Have I found any metal? We've still not found any metal. That is a bit annoying. I want it to be in the middle of my drone hub, because it means I can work around it. I'm potentially going to pop it over here a little bit, because it gives us more connection to here, though we're going into mountains over here, so the chance of us finding much is not good. You know what, I'm going to wait a little bit, because I want to explore a little bit more before we do place our dome. How long are we on this? Only 36%. No, you guys can be cancelled. We're pushing up this way, so we're going to start exploring that way. I'm going to pop the dome simply because we need... In fact, oh, I'm not going to pop the dome, guys, because... Let's pause the game. We're going to pop the dome next time, guys. So... in the next one, we are going to be popping the dome down. I'll also be dealing with one of my vehicles having a low power supply. Ooh. So there's a high chance this place contains metals. So I'm going to cancel that one, actually. We'll go back to that one. I want those metals. So actually, yes, I'm going to push as close. I'm actually going to go as far north as I can. Anyway, enough looking at that. As I was saying, guys, so we will be building that dome next time, getting it all set up. We want our buildings, we want habitation in there, and all the bits and pieces for our colonists set up before we bring our colonists in. Because when you first get your colonists, I believe you get an evaluation period, which basically, if you fail, you don't get colonists. You don't get more people. So that would be bad. So I want to pass that, not fail the game at the first hurdle. So I want to make sure it's very set up first. Anyway, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. please feel free to throw comments down in the comments, and obviously in the comments. Also, you can chuck them on my Discord. There is a link to my Discord in the comments and on the description, as well as to my Twitter and to my Patreon accounts. Feel free to chuck anything you want there. And again, thank you very much to Paradox and Herimont. Sorry if I've garbled that badly, but please, thank you very much to you guys for the access to this, so that I can show everybody this. And thank you very much for your time, everybody.